Hello guys and welcome to episode 3 of my Empire Total War campaign playing as Great Britain on very hard difficulty, and today we're going to be hopefully taking Königsberg off East Prussia. Now they do have settlement fortifications which could be a little bit difficult to deal with, but we have a very overwhelming force, and we also have cannons, so I think I might be able to just like auto-resolve that, because I don't remember settlement battles with fortifications at least being very fun at all. They're very derpy from what I remember, so it might be best to auto-resolve that battle. Moving over to the colonies, we took Boston previously. I want to destroy the Iroquois. We'll sort of come down here, take all the settlements one at a time, and then move up to Moose Factory and take that, maybe even go all the way up to York Factory up here and take that as well. Yeah, that's probably going to be a decent idea. Okay, and I'm pretty sure most of the stuff was done for this turn, except from I probably want to lower the taxes. I had a tip from you guys on the first episode to lower the taxes of the nobility, and that will increase my wealth growth per turn by decreasing the amount the tax of the nobility affects that, because the taxing the nobility reduces overall wealth growth, so the higher you have the tax level the worse it is, but by reducing it you help boost your growth a little bit, which will be good in the long term. Okay, so that was a nice tip. The other thing that I need to do before I forget is start replenishing some of the units in this army. So let's replenish depleted units there. We'll replenish depleted units there. And I kind of want to replenish the depleted dragoons, but I don't have enough cash, so that's a bit awkward. We'll just have to end the turn, I think. Is there anything I want to do with this navy? Might be worth moving the navy out a little bit somewhere. We could maybe go deal with these pirates, but they're busy raiding the Spanish, so I'm not really too concerned about that. But being at war with Spain is actually a bit of an issue here. And maybe we bring this navy back down to defend our islands in the Caribbean, and then we will also build up some more troops in the Caribbean to invade La Habana and Santo Domingo as well. Let's move on to the next turn. Fortunately, we're not at war with France just yet. Prussia is hanging about with an army, that's for sure. But we should be able to take Königsberg. Now the 13 colonies are heading towards the Iroquois. I like to see that. If Portugal could wreck the French Navy, that would be fantastic. Or even just the Spanish Navy. I don't think they're actually at war with France. So, yeah, Portugal, if they could take out Spanish Navy, that'd be great.
National pride in your home region following your victories on the field of battle. Every time a battle is won, or a territory conquered, the populace become more fervent in their support of the war. This is indicated by increased happiness.
Patriotic fervour. I don't know what the hell that name was. Or that sound was that she made at the end of that, but there we go. Trade route raided. Oh, that's annoying, by the Barbary states with that trade with the Ottoman Empire. That's like 647 worth. That's kind of annoying. We're still hiding our agent in Brussels. We're going to have to, I think, build even more troops here. Yeah, they've got those troops plus their Firelock citizenry. Let's build some more line infantry and another unit of regiment of horse. Hopefully that'll be enough. Then I'm going to want to recruit some troops down in Jamaica. Get ourselves some colonial line infantry, or maybe we should just go for like colonial militia. Yeah, we'll go for like colonial militia, I think, here. And if I need to have the cash ready for anything else, I can just come back and stop the recruitment there. Okay, minus happiness for lower classes, harsh reputation for Sydney, Godolphin. And then we have Robert Watson, +1 zeal when seeking converts in the Americas. Alright, we've finished our iron workshops and weaver's cottage. If we go into our government tab now, our income should be a little bit better. Although in general it's actually worse because I think our trade is being affected quite a lot. Also, of course, upkeep from the recruitment of the new forces. We've got to consider that as well. If we go to this army, we can get them onto the ships. There we go. And we're going to take this attack at Königsberg. Okay, we'll demand their surrender. Surrender refused. I think honestly, since it's settlement fortifications, we'll just auto-resolve and take that victory. That's going to be Königsberg under our control. We don't have a fort here, which is kind of awkward. I guess we could maybe build up this harbour village eventually. That's given us access to a coaching inn here. We got some farms. And we've also got the craft workshops. Okay, not too bad. Gonna have to fix this stuff. Oh, we don't have enough cash. I think we should probably try and fix them all. Let's jump back over here. We'll cancel those recruitment. We'll jump back to Europe and fix up these buildings. I can't afford the repair of that. Okay, fair enough. The settlement fortifications are still good. Let's have a look at our army as well. We should probably fix up some of these chaps. Instead of spending all the money on the repairs, we could spend the money on our units instead. Because as long as the settlement fortifications are okay, I don't think we need to fix up any of the other buildings. I just need to make sure that my line regiments are all good to go. Okay. I guess we can just do them all. Yep, it looks like we're good to do them all. That's going to use up all of our cash. But taking Königsberg is a good start, for sure. They're also Protestant already, which is good for us. And that should boost our income quite a bit. Yeah, we're up to 5,747. We've actually come along, and we've helped out Austria. Austria's actually lost Breslau, though. Isn't very good for them. But I'm hoping that if we just keep a garrison at Königsberg, we can hold on to that. Pretty good settlement. Brings us in 4,552 wealth there. That's pretty good. We'll just have to wait till next turn to fix stuff up. But meanwhile, I guess we may as well attack the port of Berlin. Blockade that, because we don't want them to build any more ships. It looks like they're trying to counter my navy. And yeah, that must be everything done for the turn. So we'll move on to the next one. Unless I can set up some more trade, which I cannot. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, my navy's coming down, that's good. We're going to have even more forces ready to attack the Spanish. And considering a lot of their army is like militia, we should be pretty good to attack that with our line infantry that are coming out of London. It's annoying that Poland, Lithuania and the Prussians are going to be raiding all of my newly found land at Königsberg. So if we have any spare cash at any point, I'll start to build some like India men that I can start to move down. What's this? War declared. Courland are declaring war on me. They are allies of Poland and Lithuania. They're actually a protectorate of them. Okay. We'll probably have to keep an eye out for them.
As population growth is slow here, it is recommended that you upgrade farms or bring lower-class taxes down. Increasing the food supply and net income of the layman will reduce the infant mortality rate, thereby increasing the population.
So, population growth is slow in the Bahamas. Let's go to policies for the Americas and maybe drop the tax of the lower class. I guess we could do the same for both here, because we don't get much income from taxes in the New World, so yeah, we may as well have those taxes lowered. Right, we did recruit one colonial militia. What I'm going to do is go and attack this port of Spain's. Actually, I might not attack them just yet. I want to see what the garrison's like on these islands. They only have one colonial militia there. Yeah, we could definitely invade that if I invested in some of like the colonial line infantry. I think I'm going to do that. We'll get a couple of colonial line infantry to build there. This turn we'll pick them up, we'll put them onto Santo Domingo, and we should be able to take that settlement. Okay, our army here is pretty much ready to go. Let's get them onto the ships. And, oh, why did that not work? There we go. We'll just drop them off at Brussels, although I think they're recruiting more men. Yeah, more militia. What's our army like?
Under sail!
It's like 7 units of line infantry and 2 units of regiment of horse. I feel like my line infantry should defeat militia, right? And their provincial cavalry should be killed off by my regiment of horse. Quite well. Melee attacks 12, melee charged or melee defense is 8, charge bonus of 12. What about their provincial cavalry? I'm surprised we can't see them. We have a spy in here. Maybe we could like sabotage a building.
Spying.
Well, our agent was executed. Whoops. That's not good. Well. Let's get our army out of Königsberg and we'll attack.
We shall win.
The Prussians. They're going to get, well, they're going to get reinforced by the Prussians by the looks of it. They can't bring along their cannons though. I feel like this is a battle that we can play out. It'd be really good actually to take out both the Poland-Lithuania army and the Prussian army. So let's attack them. It's going to be an awesome battle.
Holding some cavalry in reserve in the center gives you flexibility. As the battle takes shape, you can move them quickly to where they're needed.
Thank you very much, advisor. Right. This is a bit of a dodgy battlefield for us, I'll tell you that much. Our cannons don't really have any good line of sight. How are we going to play it out then? That is the question. Like, I might be able to put the cannons in here. That's going to be the best place for them, because it's the only place where they're not going to be shooting into a hill. It's kind of awkward, but I think it has to be done. Make sure that they're not covered by trees and we should be okay. So, yeah, I think we're just about alright with the line of sight. As for our infantry, we'll have all of the line infantry just walk forwards. We need to keep them either side of the cannons though, so... how am I going to do this? We do it like so, but we have these two in like a second group. Further to the right. That's probably a good idea. There we go. Alright, what about our pikemen? Guess we should like charge down some of their units maybe with the pikemen, because the pikemen are actually reasonably good in melee combat. They've got 9 melee attack and 13 melee defense, which when you look at a line infantry they have barely any melee attack, so we could really take advantage of that with the pikemen at least. We've got plenty of cav, we're just going to keep back for now. I think managing these forces is going to actually be pretty damn difficult. Just because we have so many men. Let's just end the deployment.
Artillery is able to target an area of ground whether or not enemy troops occupy it. In this way it can deny areas of the battlefield to the enemy, flush out hidden units, or destroy defenses. Select any unlimbered artillery and right-click on an area of ground to bombard it. Click on the halt button to cancel the bombardment.
Right, let's start moving up. I might just have my cav go and run down their cav. Where are the reinforcements coming in from? Oh, they're behind us. That's kind of awkward. Alright, so we're going to have the infantry engagement first by the looks of things. Right, need to sort this out. Let's just stop the cannons from firing. I need to make sure that I'm slowing down time because I am really not doing this very well. We've got 3 units of line infantry that should all be like firing here. Same with all of these guys. We need to have them all run to help out. We surrounded their cav there, so that's good. We're engaging their cav here and doing well, which is nice. Right, that's their pikemen engaging my dudes there. Let's get out of that engagement if we can. Okay, enemy general killed. That's good. Right, we'll keep our general alive. And I'm going to get my cav here to go help out on this left side. And we're not doing too bad, although these guys are dying pretty fast. Hopefully we'll be able to shoot the pikemen on the flank here. Oh, I've got to be very careful about these troops coming in behind us. Let me just pause the game quickly because we need to turn around some of these units. Need to get my horsemen to take on their horsemen. Horsemen, I think, are about to charge into my cannons, which isn't good. Need to have these guys turn around, be my back line. These guys turn around as well. Right, we've killed off those guys. Let's just run them down with some men. Right, we killed off those ones as well. Let's run them down. We'll get a couple of units to turn around and take on these men. Okay, good. Well, how are we doing here? Probably get my colonial militia into this battle. Oh, one of my general died. Okay, we killed their general though, so that's a good start, I guess. Good and bad start. Who did we actually lose? Henry de Massou. Okay, so my actual general's still good, so I think I'm just going to pull him out of that engagement if I can. Because we don't want John Churchill to die. I don't really care about the other general. Those cav are getting wrecked. We've managed to almost kill off those horsemen. That artillery firing straight into that engagement is not very good. And these pikemen, I think we might be able to just get them to run forwards and engage those line infantry. going to stop these cannons from firing. They're probably not even that useful anymore. Oh, we got some solid firing lines here. Hopefully we can kill off these line regiments. Right, our 5th Regiment of Foot has been forced back there. Get the cab out of there, and then we can shoot all of these line infantry. You can see as the cavalry disappears, we're able to fire into the back of them, which is really nice. We're doing a lot of damage actually. Might be worth just having this general's bodyguard charge into the back of this 1st Regiment of Foot, because they don't have a general there anymore, so we're going to lose them anyway at the end of the battle. Get them to charge in. There we go. And we'll turn these guys around, shoot those other chaps in the back. Okay, so we're just going to run down as many of these men as we can. How are we doing over there? What are these guys doing? Oh, I think they're just running them down.
And doing other.
Yeah, this has been a pretty awesome battle. Foot Regiment. So these guys go to work. Nice. We will continue to just run down as many as we can, shoot as many as we can. Okay, well that's that. Have these guys nice and spread. Have them run them down. Speed it up. And that's that. Kill off as many as we can. Carve them to pieces. Yes, men. Wow, that was, yeah, certainly an epic battle, for sure. And let's leave it there for a close victory. We did lose one of our generals. Fortunately not John Churchill himself. Okay, well we'll move back into Königsberg. And we'll just have our troops fix up again. Looks like they're all going to replenish a little bit anyway. What's the cost of getting all of these done? Did I like cancel it or something? I don't even know. Anyway, that's gonna cost me like all of my cash. We'll have to get the rest up in the next turn, I guess, and we'll just keep playing it defensively here. If they keep trying to like raid my lands and so on, we will come out and attack them, but in the meantime we're just gonna have to leave it be. Crimean Khanate has been destroyed and pilloried for satire. Infamous failed merchant, debtor, dissenter, pamphleteer, and all-round ne'er-do-well Daniel Defoe has been placed in the pillory for the crime of seditious libel following the publication of his pamphlet The Shortest Way with the Dissenters. Written from a high Tory perspective and demanding the extermination of all religious dissenters, of which Defoe is one, the work is clearly a satire intended to lampoon and undermine those persons in positions of authority. As such, it was judged as libel likely to foster sedition, and Defoe sentenced to 3 days in the pillory as punishment. Quickly publishing his Hymn to the Pillory, Defoe avoided a potentially life-threatening experience and was instead pelted with nothing more injurious than flowers. The usually bloody-thirsty mob also read extracts of his other literary works aloud. Further rumours hold that since then, whilst incarcerated in a Newgate cell, Defoe has met with a government representative and that intelligence work was the subject of their conversation. Very nice flavour messages. Wow, this has been a relatively successful episode. That battle was certainly bloody, that's for sure. But we managed to basically wipe out an army of Prussia and an army of Poland-Lithuania in one go, which was nice. We've got our army back into Königsberg, which is good because it's well defended with walls and such. So we will get our troops ready to go once again with the replenish feature, and then we'll look into invading Spain in the New World in the next episode. All good stuff, a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.